Crits in each game. These games keep going long, so it just happens.
W.
And then Nashrock, who is unfortunately 2-2, and it's his own fault because of a misplay versus Taka last week.
L plus ratio plus DOU better.
Oh, this Seth guy is so fucking funny, though. Like, Smudge was not lying.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on, say something.
Ooh, whoa.
Okay. Audio is fine. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Today, we have two SCL games. Uh, First one, actually, we don't actually know which one's first, but there are two. The first one, M Fury, is Akaru versus Bagel. Should be a fairly even matchup. One of the few matchups you'll get in this tour between like two like people who like pretty much main DOU, I'd say. And the second will be between ESM and JRL. ESM looks to respond after falling asleep and missing a game last week. However, he is still 2-0 against JRL, who also missed last week. So I guess neither player has played in a couple of weeks, but should still be an entertaining game. Uh, yeah, etc., etc.
Etc., yada, yada, yada. Maybe we'll get population bombed by someone joining the casting server.
Potentially.
Would be funny. Who knows? We could see Quiznos.
Let's see if any of them are online.
Oh,
ESM
COVID
is
in
online.
the chat.
Where is the JRL? Oh, JRL is also online. You'll love to see it.
Akaru was on earlier. Wonder where he went.
All right, we have our game. Okay, let me get the stream link. Okay, we have Snow featuring Tio versus DNC Semi Room again plus Torn Offense. You'll love to see it. Thoughts on this matchup? Let's see.
I really like how JRL's team looks into this.
Yeah, DNC kind of looks like Thanos. I'm not gonna lie. Snow team is an adaptation
It
of a VGC team from like a good while ago. Uh,
it
which
really
is
depends
not.
on that Gambit set.
Yeah.
If that Gambit has Iron Head, it could be a very big problem for JRL.
My guess is it is because if you're adapting this team for good, you have to account for the fact that you have DNC in this metagame, right? Uh, which kind of is the snow killer.
Nice matching custom avatar from ESM.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen him use that one before. Stone should help deal with the Hearth Flame if positioning doesn't get flubbed.
Yeah.
I don't love the tail. Like, JRL has full speed control over this matchup, so ESM just has to hope to get screens up effectively. Yes, lead makes sense in that regard.
All right. So yeah, we do see the nine tails lead here, paired with the cornerstone. Cornerstone can potentially redirect Ivy Cudgel from that Heartflame. Heartflame is like the one way you can actually like deny Veil here. So if ESM really wants to get that Veil up, he might end up sacking Overbond here, just to get that Veil up. If you're JRL, you have a Necrozma out, you could set Trick Room, or just go for something more offensive like a Meteor Beam, although uh, you might want to save that given the Articuno in the back. Uh, could see it, yeah, I feel like you probably Trick Room here. You could probably even switch in like Diancie on the Harfling slot, to be honest with you. If you wanted to be more aggressive and get like a pretty big lead advantage. It's an interesting lead from
It
JRL.
seems that the it seems that the spectator chat is enjoying the sight of Articuno.
Articuno with that Snow Cloak ability that should have been banned, no comment. Uh,
It's interesting because I don't know
usually,
if the Necrozma actually is Meteor Beam.
yeah, it might not. I kind of just assumed it did, but it very well could not have it. Um, but yeah, I have a bit of context on the Articuno. It's usually see more stuff like Curum.
Oh,
Very offensive play there from ESM. Whiffs and Ivy Cudgel into
well,
Protect. However, does get damage off on the Necrozma, and the Necrozma does not target the Ninetales. A little bit of a weird targeting, in my opinion. I don't know if I can kind of understand
he,
it, but
mm, that kind of telegraphs to me that the Hearthflame isn't max speed.
yeah, I agree. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. And now the Necrozma's dead to single target Blizzard. Nice.
Well,
Unfortunate sequence of early turns for JRL there. Um, Especially if that was a speed tie, although it's hard to tell. Because I feel like if you're going for that play, then you are max speed. I don't know.
Trickroom and Veil are going up here probably.
But yeah, very well played there from ESM. Uh, Recognizing that he could just like deal damage and like delay setting up Veil, so now he will get more turns out of it. Yeah. Here comes the Ivy Cudgel. Oh, and another Blizzard. Is this like Specs? This might actually be Specs. Wait,
It's
am I just dumb?
definitely more offensive than usual.
I feel like I was doing way too much. It's okay. I think it's just like Max special.
I don't think it's Specs.
Yeah, I would
Specs
be
would
doing
be
a little
doing
bit
more.
more. No, that is definitely Specs.
Oh.
All right, we see big Diamond Storm. JRL will get some value here, and a big defense boost. That could be very, very huge. We're potentially dealing with stuff like a potential Ironhead King Gambit. So we see the King Gambit come in here anyway. Uh, DNC does threaten like a big body press off on that King Gambit with that +2. King Gambit might have to Terra here. This really does
He's
come down to
definitely
like
seeing some.
what the King Gambit Terra is. We could even see potentially like an Articuno Terra here to drop the 4 times weakness, because I think if you're like just pure ice type, I usually run pure ice for more blizzard damage. Um, if you're pure ice type, you should be able to live 1 Diamond Storm and then get a very big hit off. Uh, and there are no blizzard switch-ins here.
You could alternatively protect the Gambit and just tear up Blizzard with the Articuno.
That's
It's slower than the
probably the
Landorus, and
best
it's not
play.
gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna faint to Diancie.
You do have a Pokemon advantage here, and I think you shouldn't be afford to play it safe just to try to scout things out. And then, like, honestly, I'm not sure I like going Articuno here first. Now you're kind of forced to Terra.
I think it's just about keeping that Landorus at bay for the Gambit.
Yeah. Very, very good alternative. You could also see a Terra from the Landorus. Uh, However, Sucker Punch plus Blizzard probably picks up the knockout on it, any Landorus.
Mm, it is a bit interesting to me that ESM chose to use Cornerstone instead of Hearthflame on the team. Would have expected wanting a fire type because that's how the original structure was anchored with that Bandit Arcanine.
Big Terra goes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thatch is the. Okay, yeah, that's very unfortunate for JRL. Uh, Catches the body press, eats the earth power. That looks like AV Gambit, yeah, with Iron Hit. Uh,
It's not getting removed. This game's over.
yeah, this game's over. There's no way to damage the Articuno anymore. If he just pushed Diamond Storm, he was probably fine. That's pretty unfortunate. I don't really understand why he just didn't do that, because, like, the Articuno can't, like, fully tear out of the weakness, you know? I guess that will be that.
Yeah, I think he just got in his own head after that unfortunate start.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and then a low kick. And then a freeze dry.
Yeah, it's AV Gambit.
We do see Articuno is not choice locked. So probably something like Never Melt Ice with like maybe Tailwind support if I had to guess. But yeah, pretty convincing win from ESM there. Got around the DNC pretty well with that AV Gambit. Um, yeah, well played. He'll improve to 3-0. Um, the the second undefeated player left in the tournament for DOU, besides Burns, was 4-0. And JRL will drop to 1-2. Uh, and I think this was
Oh
like
my.
you probably could have played this better if you're JRL. I really don't understand why you didn't just like Diamond Storm again. I guess it's like a bit of like a
Oh
call
my.
there, and the position was already kind of dire anyways, but not ideal. All right, so now we're waiting on Akaru versus Bagel. Uh, yeah, this is really interesting bringing from ESM because
What in the
unless
world?
this calc is like lying to me and I'm doing it wrong, it's like it should be specs. Yeah, it did pay
Not an
before.
unreasonable bring.
Yeah,
Until it's fast enough to just click in this format.
yeah.
Gotta be something specific that's targeting. Maybe choosing to put the supportive item on Articuno so it can click Tailwind for this team. Just completely subverting the structure and making it more about the Landorus.
Yeah. I guess with the snow, DNC might have
I
even
see.
failed to Oko the Articuno.
On a 4x hit?
According to TO and DOU court, Articuno would have lived. Since he is the guy that won a regional of Articuno, I'm inclined to trust what he thinks about the calc. I wouldn't be surprised. It's probably like max HP and snow on a spread move.
I mean, I did watch it live Terra Fire Ivy Cudgels from Hearth Flames at that regional.
We're gaming.
Fair gaming.
All right, predictions on this Akaru versus Bagel game. Right here, right now.
Mm. I think Akaru is gonna lug Gilmora. I think it's time. I know Frixel loves that mon.
It is broken. Does Bagel still not have voice on Spog Tours? Bro, Bagel, if you're watching this ever, get voice on Smog Tours, bro. Come on now. You can't be slacking like that.
Even my bum ass has voice on here. Although maybe he doesn't want to have voice, so his name can be listed right next to Big Tony 2014.
Oh, so true. The GOAT.
Meanwhile, our NDPL teams are fighting, and there is a crocodile. Crocodile versus a Mega Aerodactyl.
Let's go OU battle. Here we go. True content.
Mix in Mega between time to bonk. I can't keep up with this Tours chat. I don't know what everyone's talking about.
Okay, you never can. It's probably an OU game. Oh, probably this.
They talking about the Ubers game, or yeah, I think they're talking about the Ubers game. By Lander Asterian. That's cool. Oh, I see. They were talking about that, and they were talking about a UU game where there was a Skeleturge mirror.
Terrible Pokemon.
World.
Hello.
Yo,
I
what's up?
was locked in, and so I definitely forgot that it was going on.
Fair. We're still waiting on the second game.
Right now. Okay, cool.
Oh, I think they're waiting on their Team Supers game. Game's up.
Oh, okay.
We see our Caledon. We see our Caledon. Manual rain with Paladin.
Hey, we don't know that it's manual rain. We kind of know it's manual rain.
Come on, bro.
It probably is.
That's
We
gotta
kind of
be
know it's manual rain. But what if it's
Power
not?
back again after a 1-year hiatus.
This is the most reg HT coded team I have seen in this war.
Reg HT with a Chen Pao.
Finally, the Dragapult will do damage.
I think our Caledon looks
A
really
miracle.
scary here. It's literally like just that blood moon that can damage it pretty much.
Arch isn't gonna like the Among Us. Is this our first Among Us game, by the way? I don't think I've seen it at the store. And there's two of them.
There's definitely been an Among Us usage.
There's gotta have been Among Us before now. Can I tell you when there was an Among Us? No, of course not. But like, surely there's been Among Us. Surely.
Well, let me go look at the usage stats.
Okay, there was no Among Us in week 1.
Oh, we have an update to the
Wait, have they
schedule.
not updated? They haven't updated it, have they?
Big news. We have a third doubles OU game coming up.
Oh,
Maybe
no way.
versus Empra is after Akaru Bagel.
Wait, they pushed it up?
Yes, they did.
Yo.
Why did I get 2 games? Okay. So we see instant Palafin lead here. And Pal Polt is going to get a lot of potential damage output here. Especially as Palafin
Okay, but Akaru's going to get those jet punches later.
True.
Those jet punches are going to
They're going to do later. A nice 16% to Among Us to proc Rocky Helmet.
There's going to be jet punches. Yeah.
If it's bulk up Palafin, there's 4 fighting weeks on this team. If it's not bulk up, I don't know.
I mean, if it's bulk up, then it's either not Clam or it's not Goggles. So
yeah, I think based on the team structure, it's probably like choice bands.
I think Akaru's just going to switch to Arch here because, like, I can see a big ghost move going into this Palafin slot right now, whether it's Terra Blast or whatever.
Yeah, there is no ghost switching. I don't know if you really want to pop the Terra though, if you're Bagel, because like the knockoff of the Bolt is really free.
Yeah, no, like Bolt's dying to this. I think you want a U-turn. Yeah, that's what we see coming out.
Oh, our Caledon.
And
big U-turn.
I guess nothing really wants to eat this knockoff on a board against Archie that bad.
Yeah.
Shimmer's fine. It just doesn't love it, losing its item here. I mean, nothing else does either, but
yeah.
It's definitely the least impactful. It's just a helmet. It's just a helmet.
I mean, I would have been pretty okay with going to Bear there, but
yeah. This is fine, I think, if you're Bagel. You do have fake out pressure on the board. Insub's not really doing anything here. I think if you're Akaru, you have a pretty like safe switch into a Mungus. Probably on that instant slot. You could even just click parting shot. That's probably what you do into the instant.
Yeah, okay, after some more thought, I really think it should have been Bear for Bagel. Like, the Amoongus is just going to mean that your Bear never does anything in Trick Room. Yeah. And Akaru's got a relatively passive board. It's just tough to envision Bear getting that much better of a position, like, pretty much at any point than it's got into, like, presumably in AV Arch. I guess maybe it's not AV. Like, Power Herb would make sense on Manual Rain because you don't, like, always have it, but Power Herb also isn't that scary. Like, sometimes your Bear gets Draco'd and you eat shit, but...
Oh, okay, it could be Power Herb. We do see the Protect.
Okay, cool.
Smart play from Akaru. catches the spore and the parting shot there. But that's a big information reveal, right?
Yeah, it
Since
is.
it's not
And
yeah.
yeah, I mean, we're gonna see. Let's see. Like, you probably just knock off Spore the Archie, right, to make sure that you don't get funny business about instant switching in. We're not worried about giving it stamina boosts because I mean, could be stamina, but we're assuming it's probably sturdy or stalwart at this point.
Yeah, I think
don't
that's correct.
think Akaru would load without stamina.
Okay. See a big early Terra into the Amoonguss, does not pick up the KO with the Citrus Berry, lots of recoil. Does catch the Spore, but I'm not sure if I like burning the Terra there, to be honest. It's
I
not
think
bad.
grass type Ensign's going to be good into Palafin.
That's true.
I don't mind it that much. Like, I guess it's just confirmed to be boots at this point, then, because that's the only item left.
Yeah. All right, we'll see a instant pivot again.
Oh, that was a crazy flare blitz.
Okay, it does cover for the Spore.
Oh yeah, no, just I would have wanted to knock off on the instant switch. But doesn't get goggles, so fair enough.
Never punished.
Akaru's free to burn sleep turns here, though.
Yeah, this is a very
How do
passive
you
board state from
capitalize?
Bagel.
I mean,
we're in position here.
Yeah, no, the parting shot Spore into the Archie is pretty free. Instead, doesn't bother covering for the one turn sleep and gets very rewarded.
Yep, gets the Blood Moon in here. Will exert a lot of offensive pressure. And
you probably get to, I don't know what you do. Like, my gut is that you go to Pult and you just U-turn, but this is fine too.
Question is the Ursaluna
honestly, no, this is
probably is.
This is I guess that's a fair question. I mean, like, uninvested Amoonguss is still slower than 98 speed Blood Moon, and you'd probably want it, like, if you're running into min speed Blood Moon, it's on Trick Room, so you want your Amoonguss to be slower anyway, so I don't think there's that much reason to run speed investment on the Amoonguss for Blood Moon.
Yeah,
but I suppose that is a potential interaction here. But yeah, like, there's no reason to ever click anything but Spore the Archie and Blood Moon the Shroom, right? From Bagel's perspective.
Yeah, there's no switch in here.
And as for Akaru, it's just no, fair enough, Bagel. I did not fully consider that sporing the slot was also fine. I mean,
that's a lot of
protect
value you're getting.
Protect Shroom was really good on that board, and so I guess the Archie wasn't doing anything to the Ursa Shroom board anyways at -1, so it was probably fine. And I mean, yeah, like, Amoonguss is obviously just going crazy here. Bagel gets the freedom to do whatever they want. And it turns out whatever they want to do is going into Dragapult. Which is like,
oh, Amoonguss.
Yeah, no, this.
I don't like this Pokemon.
Why not? It's winning the game. This spawn seems really good.
This is a pretty dire position for Akaru. You do get the Palafin in here.
Oh yeah, no, it's so doomed. Like,
to see Dragon Darts.
I probably would have sent Ensign in on that board because I want to scout the Palafin item, but I mean, I guess we just scout it with damage rolls anyways, and the flip turn does reveal that it's choice band, so. Okay. We've sacked 2 Mons. We've let half the team go to sleep, but we finally got our Palafin Landorus board set up. This is the big payoff. This is what we've been waiting all the game for.
Terra Water.
And in Akaru's defense, it did win that board. However, I have terrible news.
Yeah.
There might be a Qian Pao on the loose. And I do not see anybody slowing down this kitty cat.
Yeah.
It's not Scarflanders, so
Um, like it's not incredibly straightforward, but
I don't think there's a way for Akaru to break the Pori late.
There is.
Like I can see the Qian Pao go down, but
this is the conclusion that I also came to. Like you just get to, but like it's not completely clean, but it's pretty tough to lose from here.
Yeah.
Like Ice Spinner into the Palafins. Yeah, you probably just Ice Spinner the Palafin and fake out the Lando. Cool. Bagel comes to the same conclusion. Just make your progress. There's a Qian Pao that is presumably a Focus Ash.
Well, now there's no way
And
to Porygon.
I mean, there's still an Amoonguss for at least one more turn, but not for 2 more turns.
Yeah. Yeah, this game's pretty over.
nah.
Okay, but have you considered that Focus Blast Lando wins these?
No, it's actually double
I have
kick
considered
Landorus.
that Bagel. I considered that Bagel will throw by doubling into the Amoonguss and Akaru protects.
We already saw that Amoonguss doesn't have Protect. It's pretty dire.
Yeah, that's true.
This Amoonguss is only click Spore.
Well,
The Amoonguss switched out of a position where it really, really, really wanted to protect on the Blood Moon earlier.
Okay,
and it sent the Tauren to eat a Blood Moon Spore, and that's like
or there was an
what
oversight.
ended up.
Stamina anyway. Okay, now I'm just yeah. This game was a wash.
Okay, now P2 Blood Moon wins.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's gonna be Iron Defense.
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything. It's just funny.
There won't be any trouble breaking the arch here. You need a double protect out of Lando to even get anything, but yeah, I get a
3-turn sleep was not what Akaru needed.
Yeah.
And Akaru agrees.
Did not gave just a little bit too much value to that opposing Amoonguss.
Okay, we've seen the double.
Did Akaru really have a way to remove the Amoonguss? Wait, what?
It's fine. That Porygon has Ice Beam anyway.
Okay, but if we see a quad protect, like we're starting to get somewhere.
For real.
Get an Iron Defense up on the triple. That's not a triple. Wait, it didn't go for the triple?
Unfortunate. That will be game.
The quad might not have won.
Moment.
Alrighty.
Yeah, late game Pal was really, really good into this team. Well,
okay, I'm heading into the action.
Good luck.
See you on the other side.
Let's go.
I think Akaru really needed to get torn in on that game.
Yeah, no, Torn
if things
got
went
negative
to,
value.
Went
That
to
was
trick room mode, but
that Torn switch was really bad for the position. I think you really needed, like Nail said, you really needed to protect that turn with Amoonguss instead of switching it out. But then it took like 90% and got put to sleep. And that from there it was really, really tough. Once Amoonguss got that third spot,
Akaru was just
pretty much over.
He was just too passive into Amoonguss.
Yeah, that's why we don't use Palafin. But yeah, Bagel will improve to 2-1, and Akaru will drop to 1-3. Been an unfortunate game there, but very well played by Bagel. Pretty interesting, like semi-room team using just like the POW offense for the offense, and then everything else is pretty slow with the positioning for like the Blood Moon, which we didn't end up actually seeing because that's not how the game turned out. But yeah, interesting team. I think this like it's kind of like standard like torn offense stuff is not really done too well. It's usually the stuff that has like some kind of like variation. Um, two Torlandos taking L's today so far.
Love to see it. Oh, Elf actually won his game. Very nice for me.
So we will wait on the third game now.
Reporting on the games that happened with it between our NDPL teams, it looks like my team won UU and your team won OU. One more game to tie the week.
It's crazy.
That'll be fun. I believe we get to cast 3 games in a row.
Very, very huge. So yeah, the third game will be between Nails and Sempra. Bit of a biased party here. But yeah, it should be a good game. So,
Don't have usage stats. Apparently QSNS loaded Among Us last week.
that sounds about right.
What? What? Fun. I went into the week 3 thread and I see an RFN from Nails and QSNS for a random rematch.
Huge.
And I open the replay and Nails has Mouse holding Gastrodon.
High quality double W gameplay, bro. All right, we have the third game. All right, so on Sempra's end, we see Clefairy plus Komodo. Very, very interesting. Versus a Rain build here with Vascalusion female. Uh, Komodo, usually Iron Defense Body Press. The presence of Clefairy makes me wonder if it's like potentially like
It's
Clinger's
Klinger.
Soul. Uh,
That's gotta be Klinger.
yeah, there's no. I think if you're going that hard to support it, it's probably Klinger. Uh,
2 fake out Mons and 2 redirectors.
yeah,
Really banking on that 1 win condition. It depends on the moves that it has. If
yeah.
it's like Drain Punch, then it just kind of farms. But it's hard to say.
All right, we see a Rillaboom and Landorus lead here, and the Vasculegion plus Pelipper. So Rillaboom will be threatening a glide here into the Vasculegion. If your Nails here, you do have the option to pivot in that instant and probably live a glide. Uh, However, Landorus here probably needs to like protect or switch to Ogerpon Wellspring or make some kind of defensive play. Um, Pelipper is relatively safe here. Um, You can maybe stay in with
This
that.
is
The only risk you run is maybe
definitely
like
too.
a glide plus a sludge bomb.
Caliber actually has a really good time in December's whole team, aside from hands.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a big bird sweep? Also, isn't this is very similar to that old Bagel sample from like the start of DLC 2 where it was Porygon with Archrain. Basque wasn't on that team though.
We see an immediate Terra from Landers here. Terra Water is kind of crazy. And then a Woodhammer caught by the Ensign, uh, which will be now threatening to take out uh, onto that Landers slot or a
Good
relevant
read
slot
from
potentially.
good read from Nails. Mm, I don't know if I like the position that's going to leave Sempra in. Being able
Yeah,
to tear the coma may or may not be bad because you're going to be vulnerable to Dragon Pulse if Nails has it, and obviously Hurricane's going to do a lot.
right. We see a P2 switching and a flip turn out from the Landers. The opportunity to reposition a little bit here. I think you can maybe switch in like Sinistra here. It looks relatively unpunishable. And with that terrain can actually potentially okay, we see another Ensign. I'm not sure if I like that. I think I would have preferred to go into Cine. Um, as the Rillaboom does
He's
pivot out
trying to
here.
guarantee the Trick Room. Can probably guarantee the Trick Room unless the Landorus has Taunt, God forbid.
Taunt or Focus Blast, which are both unsets. Um, I'm guessing it's probably like either
And
Sub or Sincere here. But yeah, pressure here from the fake out onto that overpawn slot. You might have to sack
I feel
Ensign
like he
here to
would
get
have
Trick
click
Room up.
Sands here last turn if he had it. No?
Yeah. Yeah, Taunt would be very huge here.
Yeah, it might be Sub or Taunt. I don't think it stands here. Interesting protect.
That's kind of crazy. Okay. Trick Room goes up for 3. Ensign stays alive. Um, Ensign gets an opportunity to like a parting shot or something into that Lander slot. Potentially get something like that that Sinistra in now. Um, Landers being like weak to Electroshot is like very unideal. As we see the Arcalodon come in on the perfect turn, catch a IV Cudgel there, and get the stamina proc under relatively minimal pressure from both Pokemon on the board. It's the opportunity to
Plus
potentially fire off an
Sempra.
Electroshot here. Uh,
Yeah, Archie's just gonna start boosting. If it's Flash Cannon and Dragon Pulse, it's just gonna farm from this board.
yeah.
I don't see a way for Sempra to get the Como in. Nice
Mhm.
crit for Ogre Pond, but it does not take out that Porygon.
See a
Let
good
the rain
critical hit
down. I
IV
don't even know
Cudgel,
if it's gonna kill.
but the Porygon could just click recover again. Um, yeah, there's a recover. And a body press.
Mm, huge chip. Sempra really needs Nails needs to get the rain back up to get going here. I think Sempra recognizes that.
A Caledon comes in, or Hands comes in. Well,
Trick Room And
Okay, yeah, very safe. Sinus just pivot in, catches a fake out, and gets some body press chip onto that wellspring. Sinus, if it has Trick Room, might have another chance to set up Trick Room again under relatively minimal pressure. Another body press into that spiky shield, but I don't think you really mind that as Sinistcha is probably setting Trick Room back up again. Uh, yeah, I don't understand how you're gonna deal with this Arcalodon, at least from the current position. Like you do have like potential Komo stuff late game, but like yeah, there's the Komo.
I was expecting Como to come in last turn since it was going to have the redirector next to it, but now I just don't know.
Oh, and an immediate
And of
burn.
course,
That could be very,
first
very
turn burn.
unfortunate, depending on the Komo set.
Como doesn't have leftovers, so it's probably Throat Spray.
All right, we see a Pelipper switch in. As Arcalodon gets to get that Electro Shot off. We'll start racking up boosts again, and a U-turn does nothing. This looks really unfortunate. I just don't understand how you're gonna beat the Arcalodon now. Like,
It turns out Arcalodon is a more reliable all-in setup mon than Como.
who would have known? Certainly not the viability rankings.
Okay. If that's a Sash Pelipper, Volt Switch might actually KO from hands.
Just a wild charge.
That's how. Pokemon Company, can we make it so that it doesn't get the special attack boost when it fires into Protect?
No.
I'd really appreciate that.
No.
He just wants his teammate to win.
Bro, that defeats the entire purpose of the move. Alright, we see Rillaboom come in, flash in, and we'll knock out that Clefairy, so there's no longer the support option for that Komodo. Going into Komodo
He
immediately is
thinks he's
crazy.
safe.
I don't understand why it wouldn't just go back into Landorus and click like Earth Power into the Arcalodon.
Well,
I guess the game's kind of over anyways, because Arcalodon still has Terra.
Instant doesn't have Fake Out. It's probably soundproof, so Parting Shot can't affect it. You get to Fake Out with the Rilla there.
I see the Parting Shot into the other slot. But this is...
I still don't think the Arcalodon's going to die to anything that this Ko-Oh can fire at it.
Yeah. I don't even think the Sinistra can die to anything here yet. We see a Terra Fairy. So it's just going to take a lot, but it's going to proc Citrus, and the Rillaboom's not going to be able to do anything. So Trick Room's going to go right back up. And that Komodo is unfortunately dead to rights. As Trick Room goes back up. And Arcalodon is pulling a funny.
The return of Funnymon that got suspected and not banned. Took a few months. Aragon, I would like to bring your attention to the SCL discussion chat so that you can see something that Akaru posted because it is quite humorous.
Oh, big crit into the Arcalodon. Although the Arcalodon might still be unkillable because there's Sinistra in the back.
Yeah. Nah, this game's a wash, kind of like the last one.
I'm going to take a huge risk and bring this team open to
handed
Shroom because the entirety of Bagel Scout, there is only one Shroom in 25 games. Well, did he know? He clearly did not know. Yeah. Okay. Arcalodon does not die. we came into the 6-0. Strong showing from Nails, who will improve to 2-2, and Semper will drop to 1-3, I think. Yeah. Bit of an unfortunate game. I feel like he needed to get more value out of the Landers. I didn't like the early Terra that came out of it. And then Kumo could have come in a couple times and it didn't.
No turn in this one.
And that is all
Well,
5 of the games this week.
a lot of weather going around in this tournament. There's been a couple of rain teams and definitely a few snow teams. Wonder if we're going to see some sand and sun come out because those teams are definitely viable.
Yeah. I did see like a couple of Sun teams. I think one of them just like missed its moves. That was the Nails game.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's going to be it from us, I think, because that's all the games.